sizes.
Hi guys!
Hello everyone! It's insane how just one video brought back my motivation to vlog, but today I'm gonna take you on a journey of a week in my life in UPH College Competition Preparation Edition. To give more background, it's a graffiti typography tag and type competition with the theme of Emotions by DGP UPH. Oddly specific, huh? On the first day of the week, we started by finding many spare paints in the art room that we could use for mixing up colors that will be used in our artwork. But something kind of gross happened while we were opening the paint. So there was this heavy, completely full container of fresh pink paint. But there was a catch.
No! This is so gross!
The container was molding. Actually, it wasn't just the container, but the paint was infested with mold. There was mold in the liquid. But we can't just waste this entire can of paint, and the color is perfect for us. There's still so much of it left too. So here we can see Kimori, one of our group mates, trying to slowly take it out using a small bit of newspaper. After this incident, we started actually mixing up the paints to create the colors that we needed, mainly some purples, pinks. For the background, lots of yellow for bubbles and stars, and bold, deep reds for the outline of our words. For the most important hues, we used these huge leftover wall paint containers, while others, like transition colors, simply needed a small sauce container. And of course, obligatory Why Don't We Karaoke session! This is actually my very first time using spray paint, so we tried it outside of the class. But I'm so sorry to everyone in this building. One of my friends said that she could literally smell the paint from 3 floors below. I'm so sorry, guys. Also, I made goofy videos after we were done for the day. See it, but the next day, we used an art carton with the right dimensions to do sort of a practice. Firstly, using white wall paint to cover the base. Oh, and my phone got hijacked by Kay, Mori, and Kenesha.
Oh. Hi, welcome back to another day in Mural. Okay. This is Aurel. This is Kane. I'm from the team next door. She's not included. I am here. That is Jian. That is Yves. And now I'm bertugas. Jadi I take over the vlog bentar. This is my team. Ini tim semuanya sibuk. Jadi kemarin kita nggak sempet kayak bikin ide. Sedangkan yang ini, they are very good at time management and they are trying to do the idea.
Not too long after, the coat of paint dried, so we started lightly sketching down the background of our concept. We went on to paint it using our pre-made paint colors, focusing on the seamless gradients from purple to magenta to pink and the yellow to white. While we were doing this, we realized that the shape of our background is literally just Winnie the Pooh, but with tangled vibes from the purple and yellow color combination. Wasn't really the vibes we were trying to go for, but maybe it's not so bad. This is how it looked while we were painting it. Then, we sketched out the letters and made a cartoon stencil by cutting them out. On Wednesday, we didn't have aligning schedules as there were still some scores that we needed to catch up on, so no progress on that day. But we had a technical meeting with the competition committee through Zoom, and they mentioned that the size was changed to 60 by 80 centimeters instead of 40 to 80. And they also reiterated that it's supposed to be majority spray paint as opposed to other sorts of paint. So on Thursday, we redid the background using spray paints instead of acrylic paints. The colors ended up a lot more vibrant with the spray paints compared to the duller acrylic one, but it actually made it feel more graffiti-like. We put the surrounding stencil to do the letters, coating it in white first, and then spraying on the shimmery gold to the edges. Here's a before and after. We then started doing the finer details and cleaning the overall painting job. This includes making smoother bubbles and gradients with the previously mixed yellow paints, and also doing the line art and 3D effects of the letters in Triumph. Oh, I forgot to mention the neon pink and purple swooshes that flow around the word, as well as the shines and stars that shimmer up the overall piece. The night before the competition, I overthunk really bad and didn't sleep until like 3. But this is me on my way to school to meet up with the team and walk to the venue together.
This is us before Typolog Tag and Type 2025.
Here's a picture with all our group mates. After everyone was ready, we headed over to the venue, which was in the same campus, so we didn't need to go for a ride or anything crazy. Our painting teacher brought his small camera, which was really silly and cute. We did it in a grass area on a big plastic. Even though the sun was scorching hot, my group moved our area nearer to the charging port so that we'd be able to use our hair dryers to dry the paint quicker. On the first hour, we focused mainly on the background using purple, blue, and pink spray paints. I filmed this part while drying the paint with my hair dryer, as you can see here. While we did ours, all the other teams also worked their hardest to create the best painting. The stencil job ended up as quite a hassle, but we still needed to persist through, of course. Time was ticking. This is how my shoes and arms ended up after the competition.
This is us after Typolog Tag and Type 2025.
Seeing all the works together was incredible. I love seeing how vibrant, unique, and different each team's design was from one another. Maybe I should give a brief explanation about our design. Our concept, Triumph to Stardom, focuses on the word triumph, quoted from the Oxford Dictionary. Triumph means a great success, achievement, or victory. We picked the emotion happiness that reflects the feeling of triumph as a celebratory feeling. With the graffiti technique, we wanted to show the busy elements that helps reflect the feeling of adrenaline, from the spray paint strokes to the bubbles showing relief. The main colors of this piece are pink, purple, and yellow, using these colors to convey triumph in feminism. Purple represents the braveness of the journey leading up to the victory. Pink for the traditional feminine vibe, adding a moral that women can also overcome and empower big achievements. Yellow and bronze represents the final blow for success. Thank you so much, Dekave Upeha, for giving this chance. It was really something fun and new for me. Oh, also, I ordered martabak for the Upeha College teams. Love you guys! But especially shout out to my group Kimori, Chia, and Aurel. I couldn't have done it without you guys. And that's about my week preparing for my very first painting competition. Thank you so much for watching!